It was a quiet night in Romeoville, a village in the southwest suburban area of Chicago, when the unimaginable happened. On September 17, 2023, the police discovered that an entire family had been massacred inside their home. A husband and wife, their 2 kids, and their 3 dogs were all shot to death, leaving their family and the entire community shocked and afraid. Who committed this brutal and senseless attack? Was it a robbery gone wrong? A random act of violence by persons unknown? Or was this a targeted murder? Welcome back to our channel, where we delve into the most shocking and intriguing true crime stories. Today we're going to explore the Romeoville Massacre, a case of deceit, betrayal, and manipulation that left an entire family dead and spurred a year-long hunt for answers that no one could have possibly anticipated. The nightmare all started on September 17, 2023, when the police arrived at a home in the 500 block of Concord Avenue around 8:43 p.m. They were conducting a well-being check because one of the residents, 38-year-old Alberto Rolon, had failed to show up at work while his wife, Zoraida Bartolome, wasn't answering any of her mother's calls. It didn't take long for the police to ascertain that something was wrong. Almost all the lights were off inside the house, and when they peeked through the front picture window, they saw that a TV and coffee table had been knocked over. When they went to the back of the house, they saw that the family's dogs were all dead, lying in pools of blood.
Oh God. Dogs are dead. 2 dead dogs.
I need more units here.
Upon entering the house, the police saw Alberto dead in a hallway. He seemed to be going towards a bedroom which had its door kicked down. There were 3 people inside the bedroom, Zoraida and the couple's 2 sons, 10-year-old Adriel and 7-year-old Diego. All 3 had been shot to death. Shell casings could be seen scattered around them. The police couldn't determine right away when the murders occurred, but they believed that the attack happened sometime between 9 p.m. Saturday to 5 a.m. Sunday. Based on the physical evidence at the scene, it didn't take long for the investigators to rule out all of the family members as the perpetrator. Moreover, they were able to determine that this wasn't a random attack. The family was specifically targeted. But who would kill a family of 4 and their 3 dogs? According to family and friends, the couple were hard-working people that had just bought their first home. The kids were described as the sweetest, most innocent angels who could hug your worries away. There seemed to be nothing out of the ordinary about the family that required such an action. But the crimes were a bit of an overkill. Not only were the children and dogs killed, the police stated that the family was shot a combined 20 times. This left the entire community troubled and full of questions. After some digging, the investigators were able to discover a possible lead. Reportedly, Zoraida was having an affair with a co-worker, 32-year-old Nathaniel Huey Jr., and Nathaniel was in a relationship with someone else, a 50-year-old woman named Ermelinda Palomo. Could the motive be a love triangle? The police were also able to track down the suspect vehicle through Ring doorbell, iPass data, cell towers, and flock camera systems. The vehicle belonged to Nathaniel. So the investigators visited Nathaniel at his workplace the next day. He denied being involved in the murders. When asked, he also declined the police's request to search his vehicle and his phone. The police also interviewed Ermelinda, who denied knowing anything about Zoraida, Nathaniel's affair, and the murders.
And I didn't know that.
You didn't know what?
That he was having an affair.
She even stated that Nathaniel was with her, sleeping.
What I would like to ask you is, on either Friday or Saturday nights, did he go out with his friends?
No.
Did he work?
Friday night, no, he was with me.
Saturday night.
No.
That same day, Nathaniel and Ermelinda drove to a nearby Target store where Nathaniel met with his mother. Ermelinda stayed inside the car. It was only later that the police revealed that Nathaniel had confessed to killing the Romeoville family to his mother. Police reports have never stated what his mother ever did with his confession. By Tuesday evening, Ermelinda's family reported her as missing or endangered. They were afraid that she had been taken away against her will by Nathaniel. It didn't take long for the police to track the couple down. They had filed an alert with the law enforcement agency's data system, as well as released a bulletin to law enforcement agencies regarding Nathaniel. By Wednesday morning, the police in Catoosa, Oklahoma found out that Nathaniel's vehicle in their jurisdiction. A license plate reader had alerted the authorities that the vehicle, a black GMC, was parked in a Walmart parking lot. And contrary to what Ermelinda's family claimed, she didn't seem to be a hostage. She was seen on camera freely walking side by side with Nathaniel going into Walmart for a bit of shopping. Video footage showed the two holding hands while buying hair dye, a burner phone, and other cosmetic supplies. Security cameras also caught them walking out of the store with their purchases. Both of them were smiling, not knowing that the Catoosa PD were already waiting for them in the parking lot. Unfortunately, the two still managed to flee in their vehicle. A brief chase ensued. It ended when the couple's car crashed into an expressway divider along an Oklahoma interstate, and then it caught on fire. As the officers went to the vehicle, gunshots were heard. According to the police, Nathaniel shot Ermelinda before turning the gun on himself. Nathaniel was found dead at the scene. Ermelinda was taken to the hospital where she died soon after. Despite the fatal end of Nathaniel and Ermelinda, many were still asking why the Romeoville Massacre happened. What could have pushed Nathaniel to commit such a heinous crime? And was Ermelinda truly a victim or an accomplice? According to Ermelinda's lawyer, she wasn't involved in any way with the crime. In fact, he stated that she was sleeping at the time of the murders. She was also a victim just like the Romeoville family. Her daughter, Christiana Espinoza, claimed that Nathaniel was a very dangerous man and a huge manipulator. She also stated that Nathaniel had started acting odd a few months before. He started becoming suspicious, keeping to himself, staying in the garage. He started not being himself, pushing us all away, even my mom. In October 2024, the police finally released new information regarding the murders. The investigation had revealed that not only did Zoraida and Nathaniel were in a relationship, her husband Alberto and Nathaniel's girlfriend Ermelinda also knew about the affair. Moreover, according to their investigation, the murders had been a sinister and intricate plot devised by a mastermind that no one had ever thought of, Ermelinda Palomo herself. According to the police, Ermelinda became afraid that Nathaniel would leave her, so she created fake phone numbers and online accounts to deceive Nathaniel into believing that he was being recruited by a Mexican and Bulgarian criminal organization. Through this so-called criminal organization, she told him how he should be loyal, not just to them, but also to Ermelinda. Using her fictional characters, Ermelinda frequently talked about Nathaniel's relationship with her, encouraging him to remain faithful, to stop speaking to other women, and to treat her nice. She even used her fake accounts to tell Nathaniel to engage in sexual intimacy with her. Nathaniel never had an inkling that the people from the cartel whom he was communicating with was his longtime girlfriend and fiancée. The constant communication eventually convinced Nathaniel that he was under constant surveillance by the so-called cartel, and that the leaders were beginning to doubt his loyalty and trustworthiness. This caused Nathaniel to become paranoid and more willing to listen to their instructions. On September 14th, Ermelinda was able to make Nathaniel believe that there was a mole who was planning to attack him, and that mole was Zoraida. The only way to prove himself to the cartel, as well as save his life, was to eliminate her. Nathaniel immediately took action. He and Ermelinda, who was pretending to be an assassin of the cartel, started discussing how to murder Zoraida. The messages revealed that Ermelinda had told Nathaniel to cause damage at the scene, making it look like a burglary committed by kids. She even reassured him that many murders go unsolved. Part of their planning included surveilling the neighborhood. They studied the security camera placements, the route which they will take, where they will park the car, etc. And in the early hours of September 16th, video and digital evidence showed Ermelinda driving the vehicle with Nathaniel in the passenger seat, from their home in Streamwood to the home at 500 block of Concord in Romeoville. The footage showed Nathaniel exiting and re-entering the car from the passenger seat. Based on police reports, Nathaniel contacted one of Ermelinda's fake accounts to report what he had done. He also expressed concern that he forgot to take Zoraida and Alberto's phones, a mistake that led the police right to them. The police learned that someone had been threatening Zoraida and Alberto in the months leading up to the murders. When Ermelinda was asked, she immediately denied having done such a thing.
Is there any way that these text messages are going to come back to you? Or your name, or your phone, or anything associated with that?
But the police eventually learned that Ermelinda did use her fake accounts to send messages to Zoraida and Alberto, talking about the affair and threatening their family's safety. I don't believe she believes my warnings, and for the safety of your family, she really needs to be honest with you. Nathaniel has rifles and guns he carries with him. The mother of your children is putting them in danger, and she knows this. Less than 2 weeks before the killings, Alberto received another text from Ermelinda. This will be the last I say of this. Alberto, this stupid girl will be the reason you have no children. Police also discovered that Zoraida had confided with a co-worker about the threats and harassment that Alberto had received. She admitted that she was scared, but there were no police records that indicated the family had ever reported these threats to the authorities. As the public reels from the new twist in this horrific tale, the question that comes to mind is, could these murders have been prevented? Would the family of 4, including 2 young boys, still be alive if someone had alerted police to many red flags? The Romeoville Massacre is a stark reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of seemingly ordinary lives. It is a testament to the destructive power of jealousy, manipulation, and the devastating consequences of choices made in the heat of passion. It serves as a cautionary tale about the importance of seeking help, recognizing the signs of toxic relationships, and resisting the urge to resort to violence. Thank you for watching. This was a particularly difficult case to cover, and our hearts go out to the families and friends of the victims. If you or someone you know is struggling with mental health issues or is in a toxic or abusive relationship, please seek help. There are resources available, and you are not alone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell for more true crime stories. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe.